Most people don't realize just how broke they really are. I'm not talking about the numbers in your bank account. I'm not talking about whether you can pay your rent this month or afford a Starbucks drink without checking your balance. I'm talking about being broke in your habits, broke in your mindset, broke in your discipline, and broke in your decision. And the scariest part is you don't even know it. You've been conditioned to think that as long as you have enough to scrape by, as long as you can get through the week, as long as you can party on the weekends and post about your life online, you're doing fine. But you're not. You're drowning quietly. And you won't realize it until you wake up one day in your 30s or 40s, filled with regret, wondering how it all slipped through your fingers. See, the world you live in is designed to keep you broke, not just financially, but mentally and emotionally. Every ad you see, every influencer you follow, every little dopamine hit you chase from your phone is a tool to keep you distracted, to keep you chasing things that don't matter. So you never have the clarity to sit still and realize what's happening to you. The system thrives on your distraction. It profits from your laziness, your excuses, your inability to delay gratification. It wants you impulsive. It wants you emotional. It wants you chasing moments of fake happiness so you'll spend money you don't have on things you don't need to impress people you don't even like, and you're falling for it every single day. The reason you're broke isn't because the world is unfair. It isn't because you weren't born rich or because some millionaire rigged the game. It's because you've chosen to prioritize comfort over progress. You sleep in. You skip workout, you waste hours on TikTok and YouTube watching other people live the life you wish you had. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow next week when you feel like it, but you never do, because feeling like it isn't coming. Discipline doesn't come from motivation. It comes from doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't want to do it. That's the separator. And you're broke because you haven't built that yet. You're still broke because you buy dumb stuff. You nickel and dime yourself into poverty. That $7 coffee, that $60 delivery order, those pointless subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. It's death by 1,000 cuts, and you justify it by telling yourself it's only a few bucks. It's not a big deal, but it adds up. Every dollar you waste is a dollar that could have gone toward your future, toward learning a skill, starting a side hustle, investing in yourself. But you'd rather have instant gratification. You'd rather feel good now and suffer later. And that's exactly why you stay stuck. You don't even realize how broke your mindset is. You believe you can't get rich unless you get lucky. Believe rich people must have scammed someone or inherited their wealth. You tell yourself you don't have the time or the resources or the talent to make it. You've convinced yourself that success is for other people. And as long as you believe that, you'll stay where you are, because you've given yourself permission to quit before you even try. You surround yourself with broke people who reinforce your limitation. Your friends are just as lost as you are, but none of you want to admit it. So you all pretend you're fine. You clown anyone who tries to break out, anyone who takes their health seriously, starts a business, or stops drinking every weekend. You make jokes about it, call them boring, call them obsessed, because deep down their discipline makes you uncomfortable. It reminds you of what you're not doing. And it's easier to tear them down than to face your own weakness. You're broke because you haven't made yourself valuable. In a world that rewards skills, knowledge, and problem solving, you've spent years mastering nothing. You're an expert in memes, Netflix shows, and celebrity gossip, but you have no marketable skills, nothing that solves a problem, nothing that makes someone's life easier or business run better. And until you fix that, you'll always be replaceable, always stuck working jobs you hate, barely scraping by, wondering why nobody's giving you a shot. Nobody owes you anything. The world pays for value and you don't have any yet, and I get it. It's hard. Nobody taught you this. School didn't teach you how to build wealth, how to manage your mind, how to stay disciplined. It taught you how to memorize facts, follow rules, and obey authority. Your parents probably didn't teach you either because they didn't know. And most of the people you look up to online aren't showing you the truth. They're flexing fake lifestyles, rented cars, and paid followers. They sell you a dream but never tell you what it actually takes to build one. So you're left confused, frustrated, angry at a world you don't understand. But the truth is, everything you need is already out there, free. The internet is filled with knowledge. Skills you can learn, businesses you can start, people you can study. The barrier isn't access. It's your own discipline. It's your willingness to do boring, difficult, uncomfortable things day after day for years without applause, without instant results, without anyone believing in you. That's what breaks most people. They can't handle the silence, the grind, the slow progress. So they quit, go back to chasing cheap dopamine, and stay broke. If you want to stop being broke, you have to start by getting brutally honest with yourself. Audit your habits, track your time, look at where your money goes, look at who you spend your time with. Are they helping you grow or keeping you stagnant? Are your habits building the life you want or destroying it? Stop lying to yourself. You don't have time. You're not too busy. You're just choosing comfort over progress, choosing distraction over discipline, choosing to stay broke because it's easier than changing. Start waking up early. Start reading books that make your brain hurt. Start saying no to things that waste your time. Start building a skill, any skill, and get so good they can't ignore you. Stop chasing trends and start mastering fundamentals. Learn sales, learn marketing, learn how money works, learn how people think. These aren't secrets. They're just things you've been too lazy or scared to pursue. Stop caring what broke people think about your grind. Stop posting about every little move you make and focus on stacking real results. Stop chasing women, parties, validation. Chase discipline, chase value, chase becoming undeniable, and watch how everything else starts to shift. You don't need more motivation. You need more action. You need to move even when it sucks, even when nobody's clapping, even when you're tired. That's how you get ahead. Most of you won't do it. Most of you will nod, agree, maybe feel a burst of temporary motivation, and then go back to your old habit. You'll tell yourself you'll start Monday. You'll convince yourself you don't have the resources or the time or the connection. But deep down, you know that's not true. You know you've been wasting time. You know you've been playing small. And if you keep doing it, you'll wake up a decade from now in the exact same spot, maybe worse. I don't care if you come from nothing. I don't care if nobody believes in you. I don't care if you've failed 100 times. If you decide to get disciplined, to get valuable, to stop chasing comfort and start chasing growth, you can change everything. Not overnight, not in a month, but over time, brick by brick, discipline by discipline. That's the game. And until you play it, you'll stay broke, you'll stay lost, and you'll keep wondering why life feels so empty. You can either be a victim or you can be a problem solver. You can either make excuses or make progress, but you can't do both. So stop lying to yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop scrolling past advice you know you need to hear. Get up, get focused, get to work, because nobody's coming to save you. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you start building the life you actually want.